All right, here we are. Early in the morning. Good morning, good morning. I know it's early, but this is a good time to cultivate this energy. Get this energy to flowing. This is what it's all about. Repeatedly, consistently, not overdoing it, but this is a lifestyle. La, la, la. So today, we're going to talk about fasting and how you should feel. What are you looking for? We're in this age of different types of fasts out there, different types of instructions. Everybody's throwing it up. And but on the breathtaking journey, we're saying that it is not fasting. So there's something that you're looking for when you're abstaining from something. It's a feeling state. We're going to talk about this. I've been saying it, but I got to get the right words so it can click and a person can have an aha moment. It ain't about how long you do it, it's the quality. But the quality will grow over time. So it's not about the quantity, how long you can do. It's the quality. And a lot of people, even though you fast, will say, well, I just can't get over this and this, because there's certain you don't understand about the art yet. This is why learning is so important. There's a new upcoming bodybuilder that's out there on the scene. Really nice physique. A lot of experts talking about him. And there's two things that I like. This young, new upcoming bodybuilder, he haven't even competed yet. And he's been lifting for 5 years, documenting everything. I think that's amazing. For him to put that type of patience on himself, even though it looked like his body is already there. I think that's amazing. I wish people had that same mindset. For the breathtaking journey, it's the same thing, you're bodybuilding. But to try to compete and you're not there, even though you might have something going for you, nah, just keep training. So that's one thing I like about him. And number two, he's really, really young in the game. And as one professional said, for right now, he's just throwing around weights. He really don't know or care what he's doing. He loved what he's doing, or he wouldn't be doing it. But he's just throwing around weights right now until you get more experience. So you get experience when you get into certain skills. Keep in mind, solar breathtaking knowledge is a skill. You get better at a skill. Matter of fact, that book, The Cloak of the Illuminati, they called this art back in ancient times the skilled ones. They come the skilled ones. They had other names for it. Oh man, this is good. So we're going to talk about what you should feel for. And number one is when I was telling you about the sattva state. That's after you do a practice and your breathing is through both nostrils. Everything's flowing. That's the indication. So immediately after a practice, you don't eat or drink right away. That right there is considered fasting. We think fasting is got to start at a day or a half a day. No. When you start putting those regulations, don't eat or drink nothing before and after, by energy cultivation session, you are abstaining. That's all fasting means. You're abstaining for that time period. So just ain't where the practice is at. You practice for an hour. Let's say you don't eat or drink an hour before and an hour after. That's 3 hours in your day right there that you abstain purposely. Are y'all getting this? You fasted right there. That's what you have to master first. And how are you feeling during that time period? How are you feeling? And it's the same with working out physically. People could go with me right now. We could go work out and I won't drink nothing. Lifting weights and all. Now, did that happen overnight? No. I used the same concept. There was a time I went to the gym, started working out, and after I do a set of something, I have my water bottle, get a drink. Do another set, work out, thirsty, get another drink. Then one day it dawned on me, okay, here we go. I'll do my whole workout. Say if the workout was 45 minutes to an hour. My whole workout, don't drink nothing till after the full session. Till after the full session. And I did that for a while. Then I got to the point where I treated it just like an energy cultivation practice, which it is at this another level. I do my full workout and don't eat or drink nothing. Well, don't drink nothing at least an hour after that workout. Then I'll never forget it. I'm from Akron, Ohio. I'll work out at this gym in the morning. But I won't drink nothing until that evening. So I'm sitting in that phase all evening. I'm abstaining. But was it forced? No, it worked up to there. As a matter of fact, my body got so trained. If I would have tried to go back to after I do a set and go get something to drink, I feel it differently than before. If I was to get something to drink right after I work out, I'll feel it differently than before. My body was ready for this. But in the evening, when it was time to drink, just like a little kid, I enjoyed it. You could really taste the juice. Really taste it. But your discipline, that's going to come up eventually. But that's what fasting is, the quality. But you're doing it all for the practice. Again, when you try to fast, without the practice, even though I'm still doing that, I listen to people. I'm like, they don't get it yet. I did this fast, and I was still doing my Qigong, but I felt this, I was losing this and this. No, your whole thing isn't in the fast. The whole thing is for how do you feel during the practice. You have to shift this attention. You have to shift this attention. We have to retrain his mind. Because it's amazing. I did a workshop in California, and I had this group there. And I asked them the question, would you starve to death without food? And it's amazing that nobody wanted to raise their hand and say, yeah. Because they don't want, everybody want to be so spiritual. They don't want to, hasn't that been going on for humanity? A 5-year-old could have answered that. Yes, you will. Millions and millions of people across the globe starve to death. It exists. See, in order for you to pull off a high technology, you also got to be truthful with the dangers. Just like the lights in your house, the electricity in your house. There's rules on how to put that together to work. If the rules are not done specifically, it could cause a lot of danger and destruction. If the rules are done like they're supposed to, it brings a blessing to you. It's a blessing to have electricity in your house. Mm-hmm. This is something, ain't it? Same rules apply here. So we got to look at our mindset. What made it think? That organism. Because I learned about the breath and knowledge, it's just going to put tape on this mouth. and it is not going to starve to death, even though millions of people did without food. You got to check your mental thinking. Right there's a light bulb should go off and say, there's something else I must catch with this technique, this skill. Other than that, I could cause a lot of pain and suffering. Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is good, ain't it? It's to make you aware how serious learning is. It ain't like Zimbabwe over here in Africa. They got a really bad economy. It's going to pop up on the news one day. We just built a nuclear power plant. That's not going to happen. We'll never know. It might. No, get out of that mythical thinking. Mm-mm. They don't have the. It's way off of those capabilities. So same with people's lives is right there, and for everybody to know. So some that projection will probably be way out here, sort of like the U.S. They got an aircraft carrier that's like a whole generation more advanced than China's. So that means no matter what China do right now, they cannot keep up. It's going to take them at least a generation just to get to that point of what they got now. Now, is the U.S. going to quit with the aircraft carrier they got now? No. By the time they move to this one, they probably move to another one. That's how knowledge works on the planet. War jet. U.S. got a jet that's 50 years ahead of its time of every jet on the planet. 50 years. There's some advanced countries on the planet, but they will not be able to pull that off until 50 years. And let me show you how deep knowledge is. You can look it up on the internet. They'll show you what the plane could do, its maneuvers. They're telling you, but they know how knowledge works, even though we're showing you, because all knowledge is on the surface. You're still not going to be able to pull it off till 50 years from now. It's the same with the breath air knowledge. It's going all around the planet, and people can't pull it off because it's on the surface. There's more in it, but it takes a lot of study. It'll take you a while to catch up. Mm-hmm. But you'll never catch up if you don't work now. You'll never catch up if you don't work now. Oh, this is good, ain't it? Now, why did the U.S. have a plane 50 years advanced more than everybody else's? It isn't that they were smarter about planes, which they are now. It's because they invested in it. They took that gamble and said, this is what I'm going to do with my resources. Because they didn't get an Air Force till the 1950s. I mean, they had planes before, but it was mixed with the Army. This is what we're going to invest into. So that's why even on this scale, there's an investment. And you'll get better, more advanced. It's where you're putting your investment. And that's what you're going to get good at. What you're spending your time into. And if other people ain't investing in it, it won't be long till you be the forerunner of that area. Mm-hmm. And even though you can show them what you got, what you're working with, they got some work to do. Some more advanced than others, they'll come close. They ain't got what you got. I'm just saying, I hope that's a speech. But going back to this filling state, the sattva state, that's what you're looking for when you're fasting. And I'm going to tell you why. As soon as you stop chewing something, you're eating this sandwich. Do you eat the last bite? Swallow, wipe your lips, sat back. As soon as on that last swallow, the body is going into a process, a few processes, But one of them is it's healing itself. It's healing itself at that moment. You're drinking something. As soon as you take that last gulp and set it down, and you're sitting there, your body immediately, even though it's processing it, is healing itself. So everybody's healing themselves. Mm-hmm. Well, why are some people just getting sick and they can't heal themselves? Because they're not giving the body enough time to heal itself because they're compromising it again. And now it's just not food or drink. Say if they're smoking a cigarette. And as soon as they take that last puff, the body immediately starts healing itself. So when you're doing your practice, and say 2 hours from now, you're going to do your practice and you stop doing whatever, your body's healing itself from that time period right there. So you're already in an unconscious qigong. That's powerful. Huh? The body don't need you to go into that mode. It just needed you to quit. So you stopped, say 2 hours before the practice, you're already fasting. Well, start seeing how it feels. See, we running over it and we ain't seeing how we feel. See how you feel. And then when you come to the practice, you want a better practice. That's why you did that. And then channels start opening up even more. You're flowing the energy. Then after the practice, you're going to go 2 hours. I'll just give you examples. Sit into the body and see how you feel. It still be melting. You're still doing qigong. So now, when we look at the foundation of breatharianism, all those principles is actually one. It's all a meditation. It's a feeling state. So when you get used to that feeling, you'll be able to go longer and longer over a period of time because you're in a feeling state and you don't feel deprived. Actually, you'll start loving it because the energy is still flowing. You should feel the energy flowing. Now we're going to talk more about it. Any questions? Un momento. Getting my timer together. Good morning, good morning. All right, get you a good position. La, la, la. And nice full circles going clockwise. Nice and relaxed, nice and easy flow. Breathe. That's good. Now let's reverse it the other direction. And that's good. Now let's go to the shoulders. Make nice full circles going forward. Breathe. Now let's go backwards. Reverse it. And that's good. Now we do one shoulder at a time going forward. Whole body movement. Breathe. Now let's go backwards. Nice, good stretch. And that's good. Now let us go to the hips. Feet past the shoulders. Hands on the hips. Make nice full circles going clockwise. Breathe. And now let's go the other direction. Breathe. And that's good. Now let's put the feet together. Knees slightly bent. Rub the hands together. Hands on the knees. And slowly go clockwise. Breathe. Now let's go the other direction. Breathe. Now let's go in and out going forward. Now let's go backwards. And that's good. And my favorite, one hand in the front, one in the back. And let's go swimming in the ocean of energy. Nice and easy flow. And now let's go backwards. Reverse it. Swoop that energy downwards to bring it up the spinal cord. And slowly make a bowl with your hands. Feel that power. Now rub the hands together. You put them on your lower back on your kidneys and channel energy into that area. Slowly take the right hand, put on the right rib cage, left hand on the left rib cage, and channel energy into that area. Breathe. Shift this door a little bit. And slowly take the right hand, put on the right side of the head, and the left hand on the left side of the head, and channel energy into that area. Breathe. Slowly let the hands come down to the side. Relax into it. Just allow your body structure to hold you up. Breathe. Now slowly turn from side to side. Allow the arms to slap the body. And that's good. Now get your good sit down position. Now again, feel how you feel. Feel how you feel. This is fasting. This is fasting. This is how you should feel during your fast. Remember, I think it was yesterday, either this group or another one. I said, well, right now, we just got finished working out. I'm just going to sit in the energy all day. What I'm saying is, sitting in the energy, I like the feeling and I'm staying in it. So that's what they mean by walking meditation. See, when you fast on your own without seeing how you really feel, you're still not in your body. I hope this is making sense. That's why you lose energy, losing weight, looking this and this. You're out of your body. But when you start getting into the feel, this is how you should feel when you're fasting. Now, if you only could keep this feeling for about 5 hours, that's a good fast. But make sure you keep that cycle going. I shouldn't have said 5 hours, but when you do 1, 2, or 3 hours, depending on where you're at after we do this, stay in this feeling state. And then when you do your 1 day a week, this is the feeling you should be looking for in your body as much as you can. It ain't got nothing to do with meditation positions. Feel. Because if you're in your body, that's where the energy's at. But if you're fasting, and this is what's happening with people, you're still out of your body. That's why meditation is the foundation. All right, I hope I said enough. Now, spine nice and straight, hands going towards each other. Relax into it and breathe. So your body's detoxing right now. You're already fasting. This is how it should feel. Breathe. Slowly go to the second position, up near the shoulders. Slowly bring the hands together right in front of the chest. Relax into it and breathe. So you're fasting right now. This is a fast. A fast in Qigong slash meditation is the same thing. When you separate them, it loses power. Slowly bring the hands all the way up. It's like the branches of a tree. Relax into it and breathe. Slowly bring the hands down, palms to the earth. Rest into it and breathe. Relax into it even more. Breathe. Slowly bring the right hand up, leave the left one down. Slowly bring the left hand up, the right one down. Relax into it and breathe. Slowly bring the hands together right in front of the chest. Relax into it and breathe. Spine nice and straight. Relax into it more. Breathe. Slowly bring the hands all the way up. Make a nice full circle. Channeling that energy up the spinal column. Breathe. A few more. Now your last one. Make a nice ball with the hands. Feel that subtle power. Usually fill in the hands first, but over a period of time, it'll start highlighting off your whole body. Even more. It's already doing it, but more. Cultivation. That's how it comes about. Now let's rub the hands together. Give yourself a nice energy shower. Oh, that was good. Some good breakfast. Breakfast for some, lunch for others. Oh man, this is good. Now, let me just set this just right. Now, what we just did was fasting. That's fasting. And notice that you got more energy as you're fasting. Uh-oh, did I say this? This is the key. You shouldn't lose energy when you're fasting if you really knew what fasting was. But when the mind gets into the body, you gain more energy without compromising the body because it takes energy just to digest food. Oh man. And like one brother said, if food gives you energy, a fat person sure has a lot of energy. So that means that people are not, well, I shouldn't say not properly fasting, but for the breathing journey they are, they're not doing it properly. Fasting and meditation, and I've been hitting up to it, but now I hope you can catch it. They're the same thing. So now after we just got finished meditating, sit in it for an hour. You ain't got to go 2 or 3 hours, just an hour. You're still abstaining. That's fasting. And your body right now is still getting rid of stuff. Still getting rid of stuff. Now we'll talk about processing. When we was talking about processing, your body processes everything. Everything. And you see how I just coughed? Basically, I just used the bathroom. It's just on many different levels. The whole goal is how your body's getting rid of toxicity. It could come through the anus, or you could pee it out, spit it out. It could come out in tears. It could come out in sweat. As long as it's getting rid of that toxicity. I hope I said this right. So depending on what level you're on, like yesterday I was walking and of course, all this traffic's going by. Do it affect me? Yeah. Did my body just process it? Yeah. Did it get rid of it? Yeah. That's what it does. It ain't like I got to live a life staying away from everything. Your body will process it, but once you get understanding what's taking place, but you're always in a walking fasting mode. Walking fasting meditation mode. What I mean by walking, you living. They're one and the same thing. People keep trying to do things separate. I'm this and my diet changes separate. I'm this on how long I fasted separate. My meditation is this separate. My exercise is this separate. Okay, we teach separately, but at the end of the day, they should all be one. Just now we did exercise. We just got stronger by doing it. We did exercise. We did a meditation. Still quiet, let the body heal itself. We just did a fast. You wasn't eating or drinking. The body, immediately when you stop doing something, the body automatically start healing and detoxing. It's doing it still right now if you ain't eat or drink nothing yet. What else? Our thought process. Once the body start changing, detoxing, a lot of thoughts is going different places, but it's healing up clarity of the mind. And we could say diet or window of consumption. Now your window of consumption is energy. You just ate because you got more energy now than before you started. All of that was in one package. That's how you're looking at it. So when you do fasting by itself, one woman, oh yeah, she was in this group. I can't get past 9 days and la 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 la. Well, you're doing it by yourself. The energy ain't with you. The mind ain't in it. You just handling the body like this is, but all of them is connected. Emotions, mind, all of this. You got to bring the whole package together. And it's all about the light. If the light ain't in it, you ain't going to be sustained. And I know you thinking in our thought process, one man was telling me, but I'm purifying myself. And I know what the thought is. If I purify myself physically, the light will automatically fill up the vessel. But people don't understand that their vessel is too weak because it never been exercised. It never been exercised to get that bigger influx of energy. And you'd have lost, by the time that takes place, which is not, you'd have lost so much weight looking bad, that is not the journey. That's why we associate it with bodybuilding. Every bodybuilder knows it takes time and effort. Every martial artist knows time and effort, even with our technologies. Everything you're using, we take for granted, but it got a history, an evolution about it to get what we got right now. But spirituality again, get that quick fix miracle stuff out of your mind. Mm-hmm. And depending on who I'm talking to, depending on who I'm talking to. I remember I was talking to one group, I had to tell them spirituality don't exist. That's a name that we gave something, which you really don't. What? You're just born into it. Mm-hmm. Now, energy exists because we can measure it. That's if you give that spirituality the definition of energy. But if you try to put that other category in, that really don't exist. That's why it's hard for people to make a transition. It takes your mind too mythical. Because that's mythical thinking again. What made you think that you were going to fast and would never have to eat again. And starvation exists, the evidence. Millions beyond millions of people, but you are the special one because you believe it. See where I'm getting at? That hurts people all the time. Everything we have, it took some thinking. See, even making a fire is a high technology. We just take it for granted now. These are high technologies. I was just watching a documentary, another special gift that we got as humans is pool making. And there was a time we just used rocks, sharp rocks, to get the hide off of animals and stuff. That's what we was using, but that was high technology then. Somebody thought of that. Can you imagine? Somebody thought of that. Advance to something else, Yeah. First, there was a stick that was sharpened. Somebody made a spear out of a rock and put it on there. Stone Age. Each age went into its next phase. But that's how it works. And everybody don't get the memo at the same time. If I'm saying all this again, I know I'll be repeating myself, but that's what it's about. You got to keep repeating. Other than that, another voice will take you. You're always being influenced. Another voice will take you. Because it's the war on words again. Mm-hmm. Well, you can look at stuff for what it really is, reality. That's what they say enlightenment is. We can see things for what they really are. I'll give you a big example. I got to give her credit too. There's a female guru in India. And of course, she's over a lot of women in this monastery. And some of the young women go out every once in a while and do prayers at different places. They take turns singing hymns. And one of the girls that's part of the convent is from America. She's an American. So she's the only American in the convent. Okay, good for her. She's been there for years. So it's her turn to do the blessings as they go out. So one day they're at this one place and she's doing the sad songs, the blessings, and la 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 la. So this man came up to her. He said, "Oh man, that was the best blessings I ever heard. Good job." So she's happy. And so she's happy. But then he says, "Well, this land right here is actually mine. So I appreciate you for it. But I'm also getting that land soon to develop into this." So in other words, he's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. And I'm going to do this, and I need it to be blessed. And I would really like to get your number for you to come bless the land, blah, blah, blah. So she's happy. She's young. She's happy. So she'd go back and tell her guru the news. But her guru's busted out laughing. Now she's wondering, why is she laughing? She said, "Oh, child, don't fall for that. He's Indian also?" She said, "Yeah." "Oh, don't fall for that." Because she know the scenario. Now, this is what she said. She said, "No, he don't really want you to bless the land. He want to get in with you because he want other things from you." Now, the student looked that she always trust her guru. And she had to think about it, but the guru had to fill it in. See, here in India, especially he's Indian, that's why I asked that, they know who's the people in the area, who's really seasoned, who really got the skill that can bless the land. They know. And if he really wanted his land blessed, the proper way with Indian tradition, he know who to go to. Especially on Millionaires, he can make that happen. He knows. But he get a rookie girl that's American, you're new here. That's all he wanted to do is to get to know you on other levels. So, but what I'm saying is that this girl told me this, that her group telling me about her guru. But that opened up her eyes that when you're enlightened, you see things for what they really are instead of trying to sugarcoat it. I hope this makes sense. You learn to see. You can see through people's games, everything. And sometimes you can see so good, people be talking to you, like, oh man, I got to go through this again. Because you already seen the ending of it before they even got started. You already caught them. And it's up to you to hold it right there, or you might go along with it for a minute, but you know what it is. I hope this makes sense, but you can see. Cognitive thinking skills is critical thinking skill. And that's when you can see something from the beginning and how it's going to formulate to the end. You'll be able to see it. But the light again, which is consciousness, will strengthen that ability. Will strengthen that ability in you. So all of this goes together. Fasting, meditation, exercise, diet, and thought process. That's the foundation of the journey, but they're all one. You're doing it right now. Right now. Especially if you ain't eat or drink nothing yet. Oh man. See, the longer you sit in it, see, this is what your fasting day should feel like. So even though I'm talking to y'all, just relax and let your body keep melting. You see what I'm getting at? You're relaxing. It's the Sabbath day is the day of what? To relax. The body already knows how to release stress and tension. It does it immediately, as soon as you stop compromising it. That's wild, isn't it? So it was already doing that. And then you learn to do the Qigong to get the energy coming through. So your body is doing something double time stronger than before since you're becoming aware. But now, since you're fasting right now, oh yeah, how should I say this? Since you're fasting right now, you are feeling how your body feels. You should feel how your body feels now. It ain't got nothing to do with meditation now. Just like how you're doing Qigong and you feel in the body. Oh man, I can't wait to go to the next position. But now, even though you're free to go in a position you want to, you're still doing Qigong. Breathe. Start enjoying the day like that. But you start out having good quality cultivation sessions. Good quality. And remember that repetition? It's very powerful.
Can I interrupt a little? Just for a question. When you say at the time you're doing meditation, or you always say breathe, does that mean we should breathe deep? A little take deep breath? Or what does it mean? You always say breathe. Yet I thought I'm already breathing.
Well,
so when you say breathe, does it mean we should take a deep breath like that, or it has a different?
That's just to remind you, just in case you're not. See, now you say,
in case you are not taking deep breath.
Well, I ain't even say deep breath, but there's sometime a person could be in a position, and if you're not aware of it, you're not breathing like you should. When I say breathe, that just means breathe naturally. Remember to breathe. It's sort of like if you have to gym lifting weights, you're on a bench press, somebody's spotting you, and they'll say, breathe. Make sure you up there. because you can forget to breathe because you're focused on another position. So I'm just saying things as a reminder, just in case you're not.
Okay. And then the last one, which I should have asked yesterday. When you are doing these mudras, especially when you are sitting, you know, when you are in a seated position, we are not able to see your hands, how your position. Though you can tell us, okay, this is how you're doing it, this is how you're doing it. But then now when you're in the mood, when you are in the action, we are not able to see your hands, how you are placing them. I don't know if you're going to be able to do something like place the camera in a way that we can see your hands. We only see here. So we can't tell how you are. I don't know, you got
Oh,
me.
no. Well, right now we just did Qigong.
Mm.
All right. I always tell you to it's like you're making a ball. And I tell you in the beginning, and just set them on your thighs. That's how we start out. Now, from here, you see that. From here, you see that.
Yeah.
From here, you see that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, show you specific mudras. I will show you.
Mudra, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you if it's. Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
But this is good once again. Now, right now, we're going to do another Qigong. I'm just giving you time for the energy to settle in. So your fasting days, it should feel just like this. Feel the energy now. Just relax for a minute. Close your eyes. No mudras, no hand positions. Just relax. And when I say breathe, breathe. Yeah, just, you could breathe deeply. You could just, or make sure you're breathing. It's like a reminder, remember. But just relax. Feel how the body feels. Relax even more. No special position. The body, by its nature, is already doing these things. Relax even more. That's all you got to do is just keep learning how to relax and get the energy flowing. That's how your fasting day should be. And this is how you should feel before and after meditations. Mm-hmm. Learn how to sit with yourself, sit into your body, no matter how it feels. Because what a breatharian is, it's a feeling state. I'm trying my best to get the right words to explain it. But just like anything, it's like somebody actually been to the bottom of the ocean and they're trying to describe it to you. And they can, the best they can. But you will not know what the bottom of the ocean really looks like. Have that experience until you do it firsthand. Mm-hmm. So that person's trying to describe it to you because it is a different feeling, a different gravity, a different atmosphere. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is good.
You know, Elitom, if I can share, really, you know, sometimes, as you say, from the repetition, something clicks and profoundly. And like, it's really clear for me today that the energy cultivation is just an advanced form of fasting as well, in a way, if you think about it like that. Like everybody just see fruits, water, dry fasting, but this is nothing compared to this. Better to master this for 7 hours because this has 1 out of 20 things that dry fasting. It's like all together, and even like you're not just fasting, exercising, or even eating. It's like
Yeah.
all together. Like, so if people understood that this is the next level, let's say, of fasting, then they will take it more serious, even if they do it for less time, but they can do it daily or whatever the Shabbat day, they do it more on that day. It's,
Right.
yeah.
And see, the system, they did give everybody intermittent fasting. All right, at least break it down to a window, but this is unity consciousness. However, it still has this flaw because it should be for meditation because the system is split up on how it's trying to teach. But I like you how you said, you noticed it. This is next level. It's all in the same package. This is fasting.
Yeah,
Conscious.
someone is fasting and thinks they're doing the deepest fasting, but their thoughts are everywhere, the body is everywhere. Like this is.
Oh, I'm glad you caught that. Mind is not in the body. And if the mind ain't in the body, the light ain't there because the light is the mind. Oh, man, we could go on and on.
It's like a person haven't even done water fasting and he's trying to do the dry fasting, let's say, which he can do it, it's okay, but it's like we, instead of mastering this form of advanced fasting first, like we try to just fast the other way.
Oh my gosh, this is it. Oh man, and this way is fun. And as time goes on, you can measure. You ain't got to even push it. It'll measure itself out. It gets stronger as time goes. You ain't even got to say in your mind, this time I'm going to do 3 days. This time I just go off how you feel now. Matter of fact, this also puts you in the present moment.
And my mindset is not even like, when am I going to fast 3 days or this? I'm already fasting a lot. This is fasting, and I'm
Yeah,
getting better and better every day.
every day you're already doing it. Oh man. And like I said on the clarified Sabbath day, that's like an anchor. You know, like a say if you was winding up, it's like a clock, and you come back to 12 o'clock. Bam. Even though each one you're still fasting all the way. Then you come back to that center. Boom. Boom. And you're in another cycle. And the body is saying, okay, now I know what you want to do. Now I know what you want to do. Before I didn't know what you wanted to do. Because the body cannot exist without the consciousness. Uh-oh, did I say that? The body cannot exist without the mind, but the mind can exist without the body.
And you know also how sometimes things seem hard, but when you understand the benefit of something, then it gets easy somehow. You know the what you're doing it for. So I feel like everybody gets messed up with the words, like you say, until there is a form of experience, and then like, oh, I get it, how it helps me. So now it's like, oh, it's easy. It's like, you know, because you're more motivated to continue.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, and then you be wanting to do it, you see it, it comes natural to you. But then, like I said, as you start seeing your energy growing, see, right now we're fasting right now, but at the same time, the energy is still going up because we're still doing Qigong. You're doing it simultaneously right now. They go together. So your energy's increasing and the body's still getting rid of things it don't need. It's healing itself. Oh man, powerful. Oh man. And it gets better and better each day. Each day it gets better and better, especially when you got a good cycle going. Oh man. This is wild, ain't it? This is what we're working with. Oh man. Well, right now we're about to hit another good position here. We ain't done yet. The body's ready to feed some more. Spine nice and straight. Then we'll start off in our favorite namaskar. So relax into it and breathe. Now slowly get the hands and face up. This is the receiving mode. Lay them on your lap. Relax into it and breathe. 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 Just allow the energy to flow, melting into it. This is fasting. The quality of it. And slowly take the hands up near the belly button, channel that energy up the spine. Breathe. Make a nice ball with the hands. This is fasting. Advanced fasting. The whole package in one. It's all about also, we're already preparing for our next session. Even though we're in the now moment, what you do now until then, it's all the same game. Higher and higher. So now, with your intent, put your family, friends, and loved ones aside the ball. Humanity and all sentient beings aside the ball. Love, joy, and peace inside the ball. On the count of three, let's lift it up to the universe. 1, 2, 3. Up, up, and away. Every time we change ourselves, we change the world. Rub our hands together with a nice energy shower. Yes, I'm glad y'all got that one. This is fasting. And we'll be fasting again later. Every session's a fast. Advanced fasting. It ain't about how long, but it's good quality. So once again, anybody got anything to say before we depart?
Super quick last thing I realized is that when you say on the other calls like about the 3,000 hours and 30,000 hours, and probably everybody's getting intimidated. Then, like, once you realize that, like, people that are eating, let's say, they don't think how many hours in their life they're eating, but easily, because they know they enjoy it and they know the benefit of it for them, which is the taste or whatever, then they easily will do an hour or more every day for years. So they will do the 30,000 hours. So it's just not about thinking, how am I going to do 30,000 hours, but just how do I enjoy this now? Yeah.
They even got one dealing with sleep, on how many hours a person sleep in his life. You know, but we don't think about it. Like you said, if you just go ahead and enjoy it now, it's a whole different ballgame. But when you throw those numbers out there, you said, yeah, it can make them frustrated. Like, man, oh man. But that should be a good thing also, because it shows you that this don't end. I mean, we're in the age now, everybody in this group, 100 years old should be easy. That's something, ain't it? All right. Once again, see y'all soon. Peace and blessings.